folks, Rick here. I'm back with another video, and I'm here to do a quick update on what's going on in the mobile industry this week. And as if you can't tell in the background, there's a picture of the HTC U Ultra device. Also, HTC came out with the HTC U Play device as well. I think they're taking a page out of Motorola's playbook and offering a higher spec flagship device, which is the U Ultra, and then offering a less spec, a more affordable device in the HTC U Play. So in another video, we'll get into the differences between the two devices, but right now, I'm not digging that they got rid of the 3.5mm headphone jack. I don't believe that the technology in regards to Bluetooth headphones has surpassed the need for a 3.5mm headphone jack. I still think a lot more people rely on the 3.5mm headphone jack than they do on a Bluetooth wireless headphones. Now, I just recently made the transition from wired headphones to Bluetooth headphones, and the reason why I did that is I got Bluetooth headphones for Christmas, and I've been trying them out. I've been using them, and yes, in certain aspects they're great, in other aspects not so great. I find myself always wondering if I have enough juice in the headphones and in the headset, if I'm gonna make it through. And that was one thing I actually never had to worry about with a wired headphone. So I'm not sure if the benefits outweigh the cons as of yet. Maybe if they come up with something that has a better battery life, or that could last maybe 2 or 3, 4 days, then that might be a moot point. But at this current point, I still don't think the technology has caught up to where we don't need a 3.5mm headphone jack. But nevertheless, with that being said, this is a beautiful device. It's an all glass, glass on both sides. The front panel on the HTC U Ultra, there's a variant where it's all sapphire glass. And then there's another one with, I believe, Gorilla Glass 5. Again, they're doing something. I think they're just kind of mishmashing certain devices and things that work with those devices. And as you can tell, they have that secondary ticker, kind of copying off of LG what they did with the V series, which is on top right there. It is a cool feature. Doesn't wow me, but it is a cool feature. Secondary ticker is always cool because obviously you don't have to go out of what you're looking at to get a notification to see who's calling you. It'll display on that secondary ticker. So that's a cool feature. Now, part of the reason why they said they got rid of the 3.5mm headphone jack wasn't out of necessity because they were trying to slim down the phone, was because of these U-Sonic headphones, I believe they're calling them. These headphones apparently shoot acoustical vibrations into your ear, and it's supposed to gauge, it's supposed to perfect the sound to your specific ear. So I don't know what they do with the U-Sonic technology, but it's supposed to, it's supposed to adjust the sound according to your specific ear. So cool feature. Is it necessary to get rid of the 3.5mm headphone jack because of that? I don't think so. And again, I've been noticing a lot of manufacturers, they take like 5 steps forward and then they always have to kill it with one thing or two things. Here's one of the major things that I hate and the direction that HTC was going. If it's not broke, don't fix it. The placement or the non-placement of the front firing speakers. Yes, the earpiece doubles as a front firing speaker, but then the secondary speaker is on the bottom. I do not like that. They should have stuck with what they had working for them, which was obviously the front firing speakers. With the technology that HTC has and the R&D, I'm sure they could have found a way to leave front firing speakers and made this device look beautiful. All in all, it's a very attractive device. They have a couple variants. It's up for pre-order now. Another thing that I don't like about this device, I was definitely thinking about purchasing it for review. One of the other things I don't like about this device is obviously the price. The price is $749. Now, HTC had the worst quarter they've ever had in the history of being a company. They've been doing horrible year after year after year after year. And one of the things that I think would really set them apart, they're not a Samsung, okay? They're not on that level anymore. They're not even an LG. So, go to manufacturers such as Huawei. Look at them. Other manufacturers, those Chinese manufacturers that are selling their devices competitively and with great specs. If they would have sold this device for $599 or even $499 or even $550, this would have been a home run for them. But they're pricing it at $749. Now, you could say to yourself, I can go to the Play Edition, which is cheaper. They haven't really announced pricing yet, but I'm hearing some things about $449, which is a great price. But it is definitely watered down in regards to processor, camera, and the whole 9 yards. You have a lot of the same features. You have that reflective glass on the back, which is cool. But $749 for this device, I don't know what they're smoking. And then finally, the main reason why I decided to say HTC is going to take a big L on this is battery life. Okay, the U Ultra, which is the flagship device, is packing a 3,000 milliamp battery. Now that's like just barely getting over the hump now. We've had devices with 3,000 milliamp battery for the past 2 years already, okay? A lot of manufacturers are upping their game to at least 3,400, 3,500, if not even 4,000 milliamp battery. You've been looking to Motorola for inspiration for your device and your different variants. Take something out of their playbook, and with the Moto Z Play, it has a 3,400 hour milliamp battery. The Play Edition for HTC for this U device is having like a 2,600 milliamp battery. So I don't care what technology they put in there, what processor they put in there, that is just not going to be enough to get you through a whole day. So because of that, I am not going to purchase this device. $749 overpriced, and then for the cheaper variant, a 2,600 milliamp battery. That's insane. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Okay, let's go to Phone Arena. Okay, so the LG G6. This is something I'm hearing. They're gonna make their announcement in MWC, which is a whole technology show that goes on, I believe, at the end of February, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to be announcing the G6. Obviously, if you can see this article right here on the top, it's saying that LG says their battery won't overheat at high temperature. So they're taking another jab at Samsung in regards to that. So the G6 should be announced during MWC. I can't wait. Everyone thought that Samsung would be launching their device somewhere around MWC in February, launching it earlier because of what happened with the Note. But they want to be, in an abundance of caution, they want to launch the device later to make sure the same thing doesn't happen. I understand where they're coming from, but still, it sucks to have to wait till I think it was April 18th when the device is actually going to drop. So to wait till April 18th to get my hands on an S8, I don't know, man. That's a long way away. Okay, so let's see. Some deal alert. You could buy 2 iPhone 7S's and get a $200 gift card from Best Buy. Let's see what else we got here. A new Moto device is supposed to be announced at MWC as well. Right now, Motorola, another deal alert, Motorola is offering the Moto Z Play at a $50 discount. And usually when manufacturers offer their device straight from the manufacturer on their own website at a discount, that usually means a new device is coming out that will pretty much make that last device obsolete. The new device that they're talking about, I believe, is the G5 Plus, if I'm not mistaken, when I read this article, blah, blah, blah. Yes, the Moto G5 Plus. There was a couple of leaked renders over here. The G4 Plus. The G5 Plus should have Nougat out the box, a 5.5 inch display, 1080p, which isn't bad. Octa-core 625 processor, and a 3080 milliamp battery, which is less than the Moto Z Play, so that might be something that you might have to think about. I saw another article here, which we'll get to in a little while, that they will be dropping Nougat in January. Here it is. Oh no, that's for the Honor 8. Also, I read another article that Motorola will be dropping Nougat on their devices in January as well, but the Honor 8 receives Nougat 7.0 update January 16th. Bullshit lawsuits between Apple and Samsung. No one gives a shit. Let's see. There we go. Moto Z Play could get updated to Nougat starting late January. So you have to kind of look at that. You have to see what the G5 Plus is offering, and if it's worth it to you. If it's offering a smaller battery, same processor, same 1080p display, you know, what is it offering you more than what the Moto Z Play is? And if it's priced competitively to the Moto Z Play, you know, should you go with the G5 Plus? Maybe design is a big aspect for you. So, you know, so that's something to think about. Let's see. There was some leaked images, if I'm not mistaken. Right here, let's go to Pocket now real quick. Okay, here's one. Let's see if we could tap on to get a better shot of it. So this is a case manufacturer. This is Ghost Tech. They leaked out a photo of the Samsung Galaxy S8. And as you can see from the bottom over here, the device no longer has a home button, and it's near bezel-less. The bezel on the bottom is very small, and the Samsung logo that's usually up top near the earpiece is gone, and now on the bottom where your home button used to be. If you haven't heard already, Samsung plans on offering some kind of innovation where there's some press technology and no home button needed for the fingerprint scanner / home button. So we're gonna, you know, wait and see. I have a strong belief that this is what the Galaxy S8 will look like. A lot of times in the leak renders from past devices, usually the case manufacturers are pretty spot on with what the phone looks like, and a lot of times I think the manufacturer themselves actually pretend like these phones are getting leaked out accidentally, but they really want to create a buzz for people to really look at this device and say, hey, you know, oh, that looks cool. You know, let's see what this phone is about. Let's see. For some reason, this is a Huawei Mate 9 review. I'm not really impressed with the whole design of the Mate 9, even though it's Huawei's flagship device. Again, here's this is HTC Ocean Master, is not HTC Ocean apparently. Okay, I think the code name for HTC Ocean was, the past code name was HTC Ocean, but it's actually HTC Master. So we still have to wait and see what Samsung will be dropping. There was some conflicting rumors in regards to Samsung ditching the headphone jack like a lot of other manufacturers are doing, but then we're hearing some new rumors that the headphone jack will remain on the Samsung Galaxy S8. Again, I hope the headphone jack does remain, because I don't think technology's at that point yet where a lot of people rely on Bluetooth headphones more than wired headphones. Um, Again, there's a lot of high-res images of the Galaxy S8, S8 Edge, because I'm still hearing there might be two variants, and they're all pretty much the same. They have that small little bezel on the bottom without a home button, and the Samsung logo has been moved to the bottom. We're also hearing about them pushing out their assistant, like the Siri for iPhones. They're gonna have their assistant that they're codenaming it Bixby right now. They purchased a company that provides the technology for Siri to Apple, and there's a different version which is a lot better than Apple's Siri. So if anyone that has an iPhone or knows how Siri works, and if Siri works really well for you, then it's something to look forward to in regards to the S8 coming out. I hope that they do offer a flat version. I'm not a big fan of the Edge variant, even though I'm using the Edge variant now. And the reason why I'm using the Edge variant, because it's higher, it's spec'd higher than the flat variant. And I just hope this go around that they're going to be spec'd equally, and you make your choice whether you want an Edge variant or a flat variant. I don't think that if you want the flat variant, you'd have to go with a lesser spec phone. All right, let's go on Timo News, see what's going on. Some more news about the HTC U Ultra. It has confirmed that VoLTE and Wi-Fi calling will work with T-Mobile. A lot of times when you buy these devices factory unlocked from the manufacturers, VoLTE and Wi-Fi calling will not work with T-Mobile, but luckily for your T-Mobile subscribers that it will work. No one cares. The Axon 7 Mini is getting a update. Also for T-Mobile subscribers, they just launched another Uncarrier event, and basically anyone that subscribes to the T-Mobile One plan, you will now get your taxes and fees included. So before you had to pay whatever it was, say, I don't know, 170, 180 for 4 lines plus tax. Now you'll just be paying that straight 180, taxes and fees included. There is still some talk out there about Sprint and T-Mobile merging again. I know that happened a few years back, and then it fell apart at the last minute, and T-Mobile got a big chunk of change from Sprint and even AT&T when they were talking way back when. Let's see what else is going on. So again, what I wanted to really talk about, here we go. I don't think Newegg has it at a discount. If you want to purchase a Moto Z Play, you could either purchase it direct from Motorola, and then you could customize it with Moto Mods. But if you're not looking to customize your phone, you could go ahead, purchase it through B&H for $399. A lot of other manufacturers or people that are selling the device are selling it at the $399 price point at this point. And yeah, $399 for a Moto Z Play. That's a pretty good bargain. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I made a few videos in the past discussing mid-range flagships, and I've had such a hard time since I purchased the ZTE Axon 7, and I had to return it because it had really poor 4G in my house, where other cell phones that I was using had perfectly fine 4G capabilities. So I returned the Axon 7. It left a sour taste in my mouth in regards to some of the other mid-range flagships out there. And I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't seen any mid-range flagship out currently that made me want to pull the trigger. There's always something about it that holds me back. With with the OnePlus 3T, I bought it, and then I had second thoughts, because after everything was said and done, a phone that was like $479 winded up being over $500 and change after tax, and I'm sorry, not after tax, after adding a secondary dash cable because you have to use their proprietary cable. You can't use a secondary aftermarket cable. You have to purchase a specific dash charging cable, which I did not like, and I was getting in flagship territory already with the price, so I went with the best bang for your buck, which was the Axon 7. And then again with the Moto Z Play, I didn't like the fact that they were offering it for $449, and for that same money you could get flagship specs from either the OnePlus 3T, the Axon 7, and a lot of other manufacturers. You were able to get a phone at the same price point, if not cheaper, with flagship specs. So why would I purchase something with a 625 processor and a 1080p screen at a higher price? It just didn't make sense to me. So now that it's at $399, it might be something to consider. One of the phones that I really loved, and I hope it's coming to the States, is the the Honor Magic. Let me see if I could pull up a picture of that. Let's see. Honor Magic. Sorry guys, my phone fell off its stand. Okay, so images. Okay. All right, so here are some images of the Honor Magic. Let's click on this one. It's a really beautiful device. It has curved glass on both sides. The metal bezel that's running down the sides and the bottom is so thin that they had to put everything on the bottom of the phone, because that's the only place where it has a chunky enough piece of the metal to put the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, to put the micro SD / SIM card slot, and then obviously the speaker. But this device is badass. It's supposed to have some smart technology, some algorithms there that customize the phone towards you. It has some technology in there that it understands your habits and what you like to go on and what you like to watch and the way you like to speak, and it adapts itself towards your specific likes and wants. So this is a phone that's only available in China right now, but this phone is fucking badass. And if this phone was offered for $499, I would buy this phone in a heartbeat. With the specs that it has, with its I think it had that Kirin processor, Huawei's own in-house processor. I forgot what number it is because they're completely different from the Snapdragon devices, but it's up there comparable to the Snapdragon 821. This is a badass fucking device. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys like the Honor Magic and if you want it to come to the States, because I know I do, and I think this is one of the devices that really wowed me. When I saw the unveiling of it and when I actually saw the device, I saw videos on YouTube about it, I fell in love. I thought this device was great, and it showed a lot what Huawei could do in regards to innovation. So definitely big ups to Huawei, but again, it's in China only for now, so let's hope that will eventually make its way to the States. But yeah guys, in closing, again, leave some comments in the comment section below. Let me know what mid-range flagship that's out there between $500 and whatever, even $200, that you feel that I should go ahead and pull the trigger and do a review on. Because let me tell you right now, the only devices that are really sticking out to me now with the reduced price might be the Moto Z Play, but I might want to wait for MWC to come out and show me what the G5 Plus might offer. Maybe it's going to be a higher spec phone. Maybe some of the leaks and some of the stuff that I see on the internet is not accurate, and I'm just afraid to pull the trigger because I'm afraid something better is coming down the pike. Now with CES, I was kind of disappointed. I didn't see much other than the the HTC U Ultra. I know HTC, this is one of the devices that might pull them out of the gutter, but again, the glass design, cool. the camera, it's supposed to rival the Pixel, which is the best camera out right now. But again, $749, 3,000 milliamp battery, no 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, 3,000 milliamp battery. Did I say that already? If I did, so what? And no boom sound speakers, no surround sound speakers, no front firing speakers. I don't know, man. I'm gonna find, for anyone to go ahead and pull the trigger on this a month or two before they announce the S8 or the G6. I don't think I would want to do that. I'm gonna wait to see what the G6 has to offer. And again, one final thought in regards to the G6. Let's get back to it. Where is it? The G6, I'm hearing a lot of rumors that the G6 is gonna look, similarly to the V20. Let's keep it real, okay? The only reason why the V20 is selling, and it's selling even at a fraction of what the Note 7, so not even a 0.25% of what the V20 sold at, okay? But let me tell you something. The G6, I'm hearing a lot of rumors that it's gonna look similar to the G5 and the V20. Those phones were ugly ass phones. For you to have a flagship device, one of the key pillars, one of the key foundational pieces of a flagship device that sells is aesthetics. If it looks ugly, no matter how well it's spec'd, no one will buy your device. And if you're trying to step up and step on Samsung when they're down, and now's your time to do it, you better make a device that looks fucking sexy. And if it doesn't look sexy, you're gonna suffer the same fate as HTC, the same fate as you've been suffering last year and the year before that. And what's that saying? If you do something repetitively, you know what I mean? I don't even remember what the saying is, but whatever. You know what I mean? If the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again. That's the saying. If the G5 flopped, it didn't flop for modularity because you did modularity wrong, but it flopped because it was fucking ugly. The V20 was doing a little bit better, but just because the S7 caught fire and they recalled all S7s, but it still didn't do a fraction of what the S7 did, okay? And that phone is fucking ugly, okay? So if you're gonna have an ugly device that bombed, a secondary ugly device that looks similarly to the first device that bombed, and now you're gonna make the G6 look similar to that, if you do that, that will be one of the final nails in the coffin in regards to LG and making mobile devices, because I just don't think that you could make the same mistake 3 times and expect to have a different outcome. So guys, I don't know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section if you agree, if you disagree. But to me, aesthetics is a big part of my device. I want to hold my device in my hand and have people say, oh wow, look at that phone looks sexy. I don't care if 5 million other people have it. Does it give you an extra layer of coolness if not a lot of people have it? Sure. But if a lot of people have a phone and it looks sexy, you're still gonna look sexy. If not a lot of people have an ugly device and you have an ugly device, is it gonna be like, wow, that phone's unique, I want to know what that phone is? No, you can say that's a fucking ugly ass phone. Anyway, that's my video, guys. If you have any questions, any comments, leave it in the comment section below. Again, let me know what flagship mid-range price device that you think I should pull the trigger on currently, or if you think I should wait for MWC, hold out about another month or so to see what's coming down the pike. Again, I can't wait for the S8 to come out. I'm definitely copying that, doing a pre-order and making a review video for you guys. The LG G6, I might get that too if it looks sexy. If it looks just like the G5 or the V20, I will not get that device. I'm sorry, I won't. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please give a thumbs up and